Alright, well, it says it's live. I'ma take the word for it. Is it actually live? I should probably try for that. I hear myself, ew. Okay. No, I haven't logged into Genshin. But
oh, traveler from beyond this world, will you witness this tale unfold?
why did you creep
Alice?
What?
You recognized me just like that? Maybe I need to work on my impression. Anywho,
My bad, yeah.
come to Star Sand Shoal. There's a little something I'd like your help with.
Well, it wouldn't be Clee's mom without a hefty dose of mystery, huh? Let's go see what this is about.
The fuck, does she have cat paws? Somewhat. Anyway, so the development so far is that they invited me over to talk because apparently I told X, or call them C. I told C, who told Eton, who told them that I wanted to talk, right? Okay. I haven't done one of these in a long ass time. It's a new one I can accept. What requires keys? But yeah, essentially, we had a chat, you know. I don't know, dude. There's a part where it really screams out at me, and that's like the best I can put it, right? So, I think I name dropped them already, but although wants me to change, or to see if I've changed, right? He's hoping for that basically, because he's willing to go out of his way to have a chat with me, right? I don't know, right? But so he's wanting basically to see if I've changed, right? He's expecting the change, but he won't budge himself. Like, he's not willing to change. So why would I change for you then, right? Which, I don't know. It sounds. Well, it sounds. It's not sound. Hold on, what is this? Oh, I got comment. I left the comment. I got commented on. Anyways, but yeah, like, and then he wanted my mom's number. Why? He's what he said is and I quote, "Because I trust her in telling me whether you're the same or not since last night I wanted to give you a shot. I don't trust a word you say, but I overthink it. No, don't need anyone to verify that anymore." Okay. Very cool. He is, you know, slightly delulu. Slightly. I say slightly. Well, that's where we're at right now. What the hell? Okay. Anyways, so I also, well, I got messaged by the person that, you know, I did the friendship levels with, right? Because my status has changed. I changed my status to no longer a war criminal, kinda. Is that it? Yeah, we good, kinda. I forgot the we good part. But so I made that. He messaged me, and then I just told him it was some drama shit. And then I elaborated a bit about it. I said, yeah, so some drama shit. Then they were trying to cut off, quote, friends for associating with me. Then we had a chat yesterday. One of them insisted I needed to change or something, and he was very unwavering in terms of not wanting to change, if you know what I mean. And then he said, type to take down. And then he sent a song. I didn't know the song, so of course I didn't know. Yeah, anyways. So I also mentioned that you wanted my mom's number after yesterday's talk. What did you did after that? O. Colin O. And I just sent him what he said, right? This is the ending bit, brackets up to date. Bruh needs to get checked, lol. Like, it's not just me, right? True. Kinda glazing, but, you know, he's entitled to his own opinion about this from what I've sent, right? Although it might be biased because I've only sent, you know, a portion of it. I don't know. He doesn't know about it, but I've just sent. Okay, he's saying, although said at Birdwood. So what outcome are you actually trying to look for in at? Wait, what? Actually looking for in at the end of it all? Because I can guarantee you that Ulf isn't coming to talk. So whatever it is you want, you may as well say it here, and I'll tell him to become on. Oh, this is me. To become on amicable terms instead of this BS. So whatever about me and Ulf's side of things is BS, anyways. And I elaborate. I'm saying that. Oh, there's too much to say. I just said a bunch of stuff, right? And then sometime later, he said, "Okay, little pup." He said that like, fuck, I don't know, like 5 times or some shit. So I questioned like catchphrase. Also, why do you want my mom's number? That's kind of disgusting behavior because I only trust her in telling me whether you're the same or not since last night. I wanted to give you a shot. I don't trust a word that you say, but I overthink it. Don't need to anybody. Yeah, I think I said that already. But yeah. I'll just continue. But I overthink that. Don't need anyone to verify that anymore. So I say, why would she know? She's been literally with me the whole time. How would she then observe a change? Right? You can't, you know, see the change. And then I said, look, that's low-key psychotic, Lamau. You gotta get checked, man. He sends thumbs up. I'm like, +1. And then he said, bro needs to get checked, lol. Like, it's not just me, right? Sure. When I literally got... Wait, what? When I got literally what other third-party people said about this, he just straight up denies/rejects and tries to invalidate. Like, no offense, but you haven't even known me for that long. This is to the Genshin guy. You haven't even known me for that long, and you're also pointing towards the same conclusion. Brother is actually deluded or something. He's like, real, and then he's like, indeed lol too, brother is actually deluded. Like, I genuinely told him that I saw brutally honest, unbiased opinions, and then he went and talked about something like they already know you and they will always take your side and stuff. You just said messed up for real. And yeah, that's it. That was the end. But that's how it has developed. So I don't know if he doesn't want, if he's fine with staying with his circle of friends. Yeah, it's fine. I don't care, right? Although they do want to he does want to cut off mutuals that we have. So, well, actually, that is so many mutuals. Let me 9 mutual friends on Discord alone. Interesting. I don't want to bring this drama to other places. But why do I have a role called whale spam in here, bro? What? But yeah, that's a lot of people that he will cut off, actually. Okay, so let me get this straight though. He came into my server, right? Like, it's a pretty social server. There's Lion, right? There's like, well, other people in specific time periods that came like and joined BC, right? And he cares fuck all about them. Like, he doesn't even try to socialize, he just cares fuck all about them, right? And that's already like bring part of his character out, which I brought up yesterday, right? Well, I didn't bring the specific instance up, right? I just brought out that his character is plain as day out there, right? I know this for a fact. I know his character, right? And he's talking about something like, yeah, I know me. Wait, where's... He said something about like, I know who I am. And shit. Hang on. No, I know who I am, don't need you to tell me. With the thumbs up, same thumbs up. And then I said, yep, we know who you are too. He just said, don't go around saying you know me well, TY very much. I don't know you well, but from the period of time that I knew you pretty well, right? Because we were like sitting in a VC together every single day, right? Type shit. And then, brother, you hardly know me outside of what I tell you with the like crying XD. It's the like meme version XD, the dying crying one. Yeah. And then you don't even know who I am not now. Like what? But we can profile you based on what we already exist, what we know of you existingly, right? And that's what I'm saying. I don't know why he brought this up. Like, well, he said that I think in like reply to what I said about because he said that like I was molding because hang on, what is this? He said something about molding because Ulf didn't want to talk to me or some shit. Here. Okay, don't mold just cause he said no TY. I wasn't even talking about Ulf. I was talking about him. Question mark? I've only been talking about him, except for the part where I said them, they, as like a general categorization to the incident, right? But somehow he took it as like me shitting on Ulf as well or some shit. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but like, yeah, he's also like, I can't like, I wanted to talk to Ulf, not him, right? But he's like gatekeeping Ulf or some shit. Like he said that. Oh well, yeah, because I can guarantee, etc. And then, mate, I don't get it honestly. Earlier you said that it's cause I don't want to be associated with people that are back in this back to that server. I don't know what that means. Now it's about the fact that your feelings haven't settled after him dumping insults in DM in retaliation. I just thought it was rude, right? Like, he's usually pretty chill, pretty nice guy. But why does he want to insult me? Type shit, you know? I think that's pretty rude. And he, by the way, Aldo is the one saying that I was disrespectful or like rude to them. Not really rude, that's not the exact words. But yeah. In retaliation of what was put into the Destiny channel server of is Destiny channel of an entire server, which is my server, right? Just not anyone else that's gonna see it anyways. I'm not gonna send them to you individually because there are more parties concerned with this, such as Laser, Eton, right? Who also did it. There's also Critter, right? It's in Destiny, which no one else has. Literally like no one else plays Destiny except for like this group, I guess. No, except maybe Muffs, but Muffs is not like any related. He's probably not gonna check anyways, right? I just sent it in there. It's just like generally in there, right? He's getting pressed about that for some reason, I don't know. I didn't even ping them. I didn't even ping at everyone. I just put it in there, like I just dropped it, right? And then I put them on timeout. They got really pressed about that, and they blocked me. That's it. I limited them to only the Destiny server, or the Destiny channels at that time because I thought they were still gonna use it. But apparently no, because you know they made a new server and shit. But yeah, and then what else was I up to? There's a bit of back and forth. Cause I've got nothing else right now while waiting for someone for 5 minutes. You're my entertainment. Alright, bet. Since I'm entertainment, I just may as well just update him on some stuff, right? I've hit Diamond with an on and off with this pretty chill dude I met on CS. Been going out more, I guess. Good to know? Question mark. I said, you know what? You're actually a pretty chill person in real life, but I don't know what happens when you get home or some shit. And he's like, yeah, I didn't care about what you want to say, little pup. But you just said I'm entertainment, and then you don't care about what? It's kind of narcissistic. You know, the right. You get what I mean, basically, right? Right? He keeps saying, okay, little pup. Bro, I'm suggesting a profile of what you like, not whatever's inside. Well, and he said, okay, little pup, maybe a bit of about what's inside. But he doesn't even know what I'm talking about. He's so lost, Hassan Abi type shit, right? Because this is literally him and Orbiters, except he's like orbiting someone else, I guess. I don't know. Now, whatever you say, little pup. To what do you mean Zen's chill? Like part of it was legit a misunderstanding. Or whatever you say, little pup. What? Doesn't make sense, bro. I guess it really is a catchphrase. But yeah. So and then I say something about like, but this kind of like other side is pretty cooked. He said, your last image of me IRL is literally 4 years ago. What does that even mean, bro? Doesn't remember, bro. I'm legit just re-speaking. It hasn't even been 4 years ago. What do you mean? You know, part of me actually think you're low-key jealous, which is why you bring them the ultimatum, right? Like, you're trying to cut them off. You're trying to get them to stay. This is to try to make them stay, right? This is pretty controlling, in my opinion, right? It's pretty manipulative and controlling. Alright? Anyways, the person is here, so I don't have any more business here anymore. He didn't leave, by the way. He said he would leave the group chat. Where's his message saying about... Wait, what? Why am I even yapping, bro? I can literally just show this. Bro. Hang on. What am I doing? Live scene, right? Yeah, look. Okay. So added join the cold, and then... okay, I'll just scroll past slowly so that, you know, you can pause and read and shit. Right. And then... this is all shit that's been happening. And then, bam. Okay, now this is one of the ones who was in. Okay, yeah, look, cooking and see stuff like that, and then time to take down Spotify lyrics. Oh, hold on. And then I send the screenshot. You know, this part on my phone, and this part on my phone. Well, yeah, like I'm not trying to influence, right? But yeah, right? Like I don't interact with this guy apart from, you know, doing genshin stuff. Look, yeah, see, look, this is just tracking genshin stuff, genshin stuff. This is yesterday actually. This is too close to be. Yeah, okay, this is me showing them about the Linnea's like pool animation. Yeah, pool animation. Like we're just talking about gacha. Like we don't even like that close. You know what I mean, right? I literally just met this guy, and we just do Genshin shit. I don't even talk to him, right? And then there's, you know, that, right? Like what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, where's Genshin? This one. Cool. But yeah, that's like an update of the current situation, I guess. I do have a cold that I haven't really explained, but most of it was just Zen and Older talking, and then Yitong joined in, taking their points and like emphasizing more onto it for some reason. I don't know, bro. He's like trying to cook me. But you know, it is what it is. Like I think my points are pretty valid. I think that he would be able to see them, but these guys are, you know, of the same echo chamber type shit, right? They're like, they're quote being attacked, so they have to defend, right? Natural instinct to defend. No, incredibly open-minded. But yeah. Well, that's caught up, I guess. And like, part of it makes you question, right? Because why does Eton have to apologize for his free speech to be able to talk to them again? Like, he can talk to whoever the fuck he wants, right? But why does, what the fuck is that? Why does it matter who he talks to, right? He obviously, evidently cares so much about it. Like he, hold up.
Oh, it's durin!
Okay. Because like, you know, normally people wouldn't really care, right? As long as you guys are separate, or as long as the mutual is separating both sides, right? They just realistically wouldn't care. At least that's what I would like to think, right? I think that's a pretty normal reaction to have to this. But alas, I don't know, they're just getting, they feel like they're getting insulted or some shit, I don't know. Although said something about like, he's drawing the line there, right? But realistically, I don't feel like I feel like he's just using that as an excuse. Oh well. Let's continue on with this.
Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good. We've had worse.
Ah, no, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that.
Man, blood has space powers.
What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time.
Hold on. In search of knowledge. Ah. I see.
Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well,
The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths was the day that the magic, known as storytelling, was born.
so, she asked us to come.
Miss Alice?
Oh, you too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression. Well, never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And
Too long,
please,
you
that's
just
Aunt
spoke to
Alice
you.
to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley.
Ryan daughter. And his daughter.
Now then, if you'll open the book,
What the fuck
I
is
will
this?
begin narrating.
It's a beating heart.
Whoa!
Oh, of course.
What is this place?
Open
It
the
reminds
book.
Paimon of
Now we're in.
Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic after all.
She finally got a model. Now everyone got to flex it, bro.
Aha! So it is Alice!
Hello, Aunt Alice?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel,
Watch
even
that
for
be a
me.
sequel anyways.
But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
This is your mother's dying wish.
What?
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret?
Not finishing the story. Giving the characters a happy ending or something. I don't fucking know.
Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
I haven't read it.
Oh, well, you're missing out. It's a wonderful book.
But we've heard about it.
It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy. And
What?
that is the answer to my
They
question.
keep saying, they
A
keep talking
writer's
like they are
greatest
alive,
regret
though,
is to leave a story
in, like, previous
unfinished.
parts. That's what I'm saying.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. She made me promise that I would bring it to you because she believed the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
Alice looks kind of sad.
And I guess
I think
resolving the
Alice goes
regret means finishing the story?
That's one way to put it.
Oh, is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
Magic.
Oh.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
Adorable.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
Well, read some books, get some material.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers?
Who?
With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
Oh, it's us.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah, let's find a nice spot where we can settle in
Right
and
here.
read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Oh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're
Oh, we
imagining,
have to
Paimon.
experience everything.
Why's that?
If we open
Because
the book,
when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words,
Yup.
it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past.
Oh,
Gather them
man.
all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and
You
when
just
it comes
opened
to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
What the fuck is that? You're just breaking the fourth wall again?
And this is...
This, my dear
Ink.
little Paimon, is the ink Em left behind. Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it. It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
What?
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
Oh, it just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
Yep. With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Ah, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
Big fan, huh?
Yeah. Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
Kuvaki's present. Oh, no,
Here
no,
we
we're
are
here.
again! Alice's magic really is incredible, huh? Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues. Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights. A place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past. There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be? Hey, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still,
Oh, the clues
I
point
feel
towards it.
bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go!
Oh, wait. But I feel. Do I? Oh, I'm trying to check my money. Buy from the mail. I mean, like 4 or something. Yeah, I could probably take this. I will be putting this in my soul genshin. Thank you, Lippin.
Rev the engines! Hip.
Dude, I think genshin OST doesn't age. It still feels so peak after all this time. It really encapsulates like each, you know, place. Each
Back in the
What is a word?
Mondstadt Library,
Yeah.
huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
I mean, we were just here yesterday.
So, we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right?
I meant like the major
What do you
book
think
thing
that means?
That improves the.
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right?
Well, wasn't it yesterday?
But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library? You should know better than that.
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once. Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand.
Of course.
I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh?
The book.
Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog. Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air. And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things.
Didn't name drop a nightmare.
Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after. According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
Alright.
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
Jumpty Dog.
Oh, wait! Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here? We better show it to Lisa.
Oh, why are we ratting on Clee?
Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show Klee.
That's one of Alice's.
Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious. Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Explosion!
Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for.
Inspirations, I swear.
It's one of M's after all.
Experiment
An
log.
experiment log? Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
Huh? Must be downstairs.
Well, did you manage to find them? Huh. This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we could tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
And you're just constantly on guard?
Really?
For the restricted
Definitely
section.
sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still,
Makes sense.
if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined.
What? How long were you alive for?
Well, did you manage to find them? Truly extraordinary, and certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing
should have
magic
read
this
it.
powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells.
Oh.
But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Klee see it too early would spoil the surprise.
Oh.
Well, did you manage to find them? Well, it definitely shouldn't be here, but I'd highly doubt it's one of the books you're looking for. Because this is something Klee wrote. It's a compilation of all the best fish blasting spots around Mondstadt, as well as the most convenient places to stash her new Jumpy Dumpties. Of course, there's no way she'd get away with keeping a book like that in her bag. And she'd be in big, big trouble if Jean were to find out. Not only would the book itself be confiscated, but she'd be looking at a whole day in solitary confinement at the very least. Somehow, she figured out that the best place to hide it was right here. No place like a forest for hiding trees, huh? Now, every time it gets confiscated, she just writes a new one and sneaks it back in. Yes, so thanks for helping me find it. I'll finally
I
be
can
able to
imagine
hand
that.
it over
That
to
is
Jean.
adorable.
Well, did you manage to find them? Well, this book has quite an obvious connection with that mage, considering she was the one who wrote it. But as one of the library's classics, its presence here is hardly unusual. It
I
really
haven't
is a
found one.
must-read, so if you haven't read it yet, that's your homework, cutie. Well, did you manage to find them? Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes? 500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends.
You.
But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads, but this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer. Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, I thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
All right, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Wait,
What?
look!
Official dictionary. Oh, that's not. My bad.
Long, long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last, the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend.
This is not a story. This is
With it,
true.
she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
Oh God, you're asking me to pick?
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
Oh, this is right next. Yeah, I'm gonna check the weather real quick and check the temperature so that it's 20 degrees. Lowest of 13. What is the 13? It's so hot in my room, bro. Never mind.
Whoa!
Whoa.
We're actually inside the story!
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
Yeah!
A story about me?
Why don't we just seal see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
Whoa! That came out of nowhere! Was that the same voice we heard just now? Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to
I
do.
don't even know how she died, bro.
Now that
Although
we're
she was telling
in
you
the
stories, so
story,
she was alive
what's next?
earlier.
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Yeah, I agree.
What a unique story.
For a moment, the story crashers fell silent. Perhaps waiting around wasn't such a bad idea after all.
This Dodoko doll is meant to be the witch in the story, right? Wait a second. All the people we've seen that look like that turned out to be mages from the Hexen Circle. Do you think the witch in this story is one of them too?
My mother had a hat just like this.
Then, the witch must be Em. Looks like this story really is about Durin, huh?
Whether the
Separate one.
sprite spoke true or not, it had little bearing on the story at hand. For in that moment, what mattered most was not that she was a witch, but a mother waiting for her child to hatch.
Let's keep looking.
Yet those who never stray beyond the main plot often miss the fun little details along the way.
Look at all these books. Guessing the witch did a lot of reading while she was waiting for the egg to hatch.
It just so happened a dragon egg wasn't the only thing she was incubating here. Where else might a story be born, if not among books?
Oh.
I feel like there's two into it.
This Dodoko doll is meant all the people
My mother had a...
and
Whether for in that
What the fuck? Why does it sound like that? Oh wow. Also, it said. Maybe it is just egg.
this must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Could be, could not be.
Okay, so
It could be not.
how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
Ultimate power, time skip!
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient
what do you mean?
warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading. For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
Huh, you kinda have a point there.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
What?
Let every unborn life be welcomed with tender anticipation, and may that warmth stay with it for a lifetime.
Would this give me pain?
At last, under the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child. I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved, and you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely, for she had 3 visitors by her side. Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter? Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a
You
new
just saw
body,
the story,
and
how's it
even made
finished?
a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon. True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hey! That's Alice's voice!
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Oh, man. Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
Same.
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back.
You spent like less than 5 minutes in there, G. Like.
So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
Oh.
Yeah. Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt, so...
Read that because you are in Mondstadt.
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway. Aunt Alice said we can return to the story world at any time. If you feel like checking it out again, just come find me.
I see. No, you're joking. It's actually time gated. Shit, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Should I plug my Twitch and just do on Twitch and stream Apex every day? I genuinely do not know what to do. It's so short in as well, dude. Like, we have to devote IRL days into this. I'm not looking at the right one. I will. Okay, I'll probably end soon, especially since it's like YouTube keeps cutting my stream off and stuff. So I'll probably run this domain and stuff, and then oh, he's replied. Okay, I just said. I told him that during quest is actually time gated. Like shut on and said yeah, I was here. And then I asked him if he was ready. He said, yeah.
Fulfill our pact! Pyroclastic surge! Incinerate! Incinerate! Light it up! Bring it! Rev the engines!
The phone, he said I'm cooked if I do on the last day lol. The bonus has like 6 days left. Bro. You should do now lol. First bit is like legit. Like, I don't know, it took me like how long? We'll say under 30 minutes. Oh. No, under 40 minutes actually. Sounds more accurate because the stream has been going on for an hour or something. I don't know how much of it was me doing that drama. like 15. It's 45 minutes.
Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me! Incinerate!
Show no mercy!
Full throttle! Burn it down!
I'm a quick skip. Just me reading everything. Lol. So around 40 minutes of doing stuff. Who the fuck even uses this in FR? Surely not. Realizing how you're never gonna give us a never gonna give?
Breath from the sky!
Never gonna give
Incinerate!
You got it.
Fulfill our path!
Rise with the sun! Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate!
What? That one might be crazy. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Oh, your friends had this one artifact, right, that we were upgrading yesterday. This one. This one. Oh, please that roll flat defense.
Get to work! Bring it!
Breath from the sky!
Fulfill our pact!
Pyroclastic surge!
Show no mercy!
What? There's no way it's missing one, bro. Alright, but this is like just basically the end, right? I'm just gonna do a bit more. When I do this
Light of the blazing sun! Full throttle! Full throttle!
Get to work!
Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop!
on attack sense, yeah. With EM. That might not be bad. It has ER too. That's all I really care about, I think. For that piece. Look, it's Flint. I'm telling you, I'm gonna talk to him.
Hello there, traveler. Fancy running into you here. I was just out patrolling the area, cleaning up a spot of wild hunt unpleasantness. And now here you are. This is quite a ways from town, and the area's teeming with monsters and the wild hunt. If you need me to escort you back, I'd be more than happy to oblige. Ah, I see. In that case, I'd better not distract you. Well said. And I have witnessed your skills already. But it would be rude not to make the offer, having found you alone in the wilderness. Anyway, I'd best be going. If you do find yourself in need of help, you know where to find me. I'll always be ready to answer when you come knocking on my door.
Alright, well, that's it. I need the artifact. I just talked about that. Surely gives me luck and gives me EM extra damage, right? Look, click the flower. I almost said feather for some reason. Are you serious? Come on, man. Don't do this to me. No, I didn't want to. I wanted to scroll down. Whatever. Oh, it is what it is. You won't be able to see it. Right. I was just
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
Think you can get away?
East Papa! Get him! Grab from the sky! Incinerate! Get to work!
Yeah, you can just interpret. The bells. Actually, he already has Tinder application, I just need to be the level. It's not even that much faster, dude. It's actually haters that they advertise the special charge, like attack, charge running. But then they got like, oh, it's meant to be faster or some shit. And they made it look like it was going fast and shit. I just rolled a whole
No more lies. It all adds up. Think you can get away? No more lies.
No energy, bro. God, I love Nefer. Maybe I'm just a simp, dude. Maybe I am just a simp. Biggest simp you'll ever see. That should be our new title. Fuck, how did he hit me? Durin. Come on, sir, kick me. Oh, this is Loma. Wait, that's not Nefer. That's why I full health. That's why I full health. Dude, am I... Whatever. Alright, well, we shall regroup on Durin's quest. Maybe I'll just snip. Maybe I'll just, like, do Durin's and just like record it. I think that would be a better like idea, right?
We'll discuss my.
And I'll just post it on YouTube. Or I can stream it. Stream a set video. I don't think so. I don't know, man. I'll figure something out before then. Alright, that's it. Bye bye.